mentioned, we're going to start with a little bit of football. Earlier this week was the first spring practice. We heard from Kalen DeBoer, and then earlier today we heard from Kane Womack, the defensive coordinator that came over from South Alabama. They talked a little bit about different things that they're talking about, slowly doing installs, how the guys are really adjusting. Obviously, there's very little that you're going to know as to this point. Some of the bigger news that we heard is they are already practicing with the helmet comms that are new to football this year, as well as, they got the obligatory ask of who the starting quarterback is. And as for now, Jalen Milroe is taking snaps with the ones, surprise to nobody. The other big thing that seems to have bothered some people, and I quite frankly think some people are blowing it a little bit out of proportion, is that they're practicing with music. This was not something that you saw under the Saban era. You also are seeing reporters at practice. So if you look on Twitter or Facebook, I'm sure reporters are going to be putting out different articles. There's going to be pictures of practice. There's going to be a lot more media availability as it relates to Alabama football practices. That is not something you saw with Saban. Similarly, Saban famously, you couldn't talk to his assistant coaches or freshmen in year one. That is something that I'm sure Kalen DeBoer is going to be changing as well. So there are some new things that you have to see on the media front. So that's just something to keep an eye on. As spring practice continues to move forward and we get some additional information, I'll be sure to put together an article and talk more about it on the podcast. But just wanted to mention spring football is going on. While we're talking